Ahoy lads and ladies, my name's Hampy, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing in the April International Challenge and we are already in the queue here and it is day 3. We are currently 3 wins, 5 losses for the day and we found our opponent, so let's see what we're in for here. And they've got a Gigalith, a Hatterini and a Purloin, Excadrill, Conkeldurr, and Jellicent there. Okay. Chandelure looks sneaky good. It's also got a couple of, the Jellicent's a big, it's strong and weak against the Jellicent, so. Like, I don't mind like Lapras Chandelure as a lead here, right? I think that's actually not a bad lead into most of what that comes out. And then Excadrill, Halucha. Gee, I was very much like, I was looking at it, I'm like, you know what, Sylveon and like Chandelure looks like a sneaky good lead. They don't lead Excadrill. It looks great. But you shouldn't lead something, like, definitely in a best of one scenario. You shouldn't lead something where you're like, ooh, I don't think that'll, I think that'll go great except for this Pokemon. Because Murphy's Law says. And here we're not in, like, the worst of spots. Our play is to, like, simply I guess it's a heat wave then. I thought Shadow Ball would be good on that. It must be dark too. Must be a dark type too. And we're going to get the Trick Room set up from my opponent, I think. They could just go straight for the Gmax Smite, but my guess would be that it's a Max Guard copycat play. There it is. The Trick Room comes down. The Freeze Dry goes off into the Purloin. So now Chandelure I was about to say misses, but no. Chandelure hits, and so we get the KO and they get the Trick Room up, which, depending on how you're playing, is like, it's generally speaking looks good for us, but not good for. It's probably not good for us because they get to bring in a free. They get to bring in their Conkeldurr for free. Is what they get to do here. And we have a couple of turns of Trick Room to navigate, but at the same time, right, we protect our Lapras here, we could go for the reverse Trick Room. So our stash is still intact. I think that is our play. We go to reverse the Trick Room here. I think the Conkeldurr is going to go for like a big Drain Punch. Max Darkness comes out into the Chandelure slot. That's to be expected. But the question is, does the Conkeldurr go for the Chandelure or does he go for the Lapras? Like, if it goes for Lapras, we're in biz. We're in business. Yeah. We got this. We called it. We made the call. We reverse the Trick Room. Now what do we do? So Lapras is still facing down a Conkeldurr, but I think it takes a Drain Punch okay. I think we Freeze Dry, and that Hatterene could very well max guard here, right? Like, if it does, it's not horrible for us. But, nope, no max guard, so we're just going to get the Shadow Ball off. It's going to half health the Hatterene. Get a special to Brent's drop while we're at it. Lapras is going to Freeze Dry, so that's going to like bring the Hatterene down to very little health. Drain Punch is going to come out from the Conkeldurr into the Lapras slot. The question is, what does this Hatterene do here? Who does this Hatterene attack down? The Max Flare comes into the Lapras slot, maybe expecting the Excadrill switch in. So what have we got here? They could have a possible Excadrill in the back, a possible Jellicent, and a possible... If they had Gigalith, I think they would have brought it in by now. Well, they might bring in the Gigalith here, right? But... Iron Hair... Ooh, gee, that's right. The Conkeldurr can just Mach Punch our Excadrill down, can't it? Oh no, it's not Guts. It's not Guts boosted. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We are sun boosted here. But, ooh, gee, if it's not Guts, it's probably Assault Vest. Could have thought of that. But again, I think he targets the Excadrill down, but Dynamax into 2 health Pokemon. We're Iron Heading the and we're in the sun. That's our big bonus here. Sun's up. Alright? Oh, not quite enough. And the Drain Punch comes down into the Excadrill slot, and that's going to KO Excadrill. But we do have Jeff Birdie, though. We have Jeff Birdie in the back, who can Brave Bird that Conkeldurr for a KO. So it comes down to what our opponent's last Pokemon is. And it's the Jellicent. So we very well may have this. We could have this. This could be our game. Mach Punch comes out. It's not enough. Thanks to our Flying type. Brave Bird comes out into the Conkeldurr. It's going to get the KO. And then we should be faster than this Jellicent. The Max Phantasm comes down. And we KO the Jellicent. And we take the win. Doesn't that look good? What a flashy win that was at the end of the game. And what a bring Chandelure was, right? Start to finish. What a bring. Okay, we'll keep on keeping on there. Move on to the next battle. That was a relatively short one, just about 10 minutes. But So, where are we at here? We're up to battle. We're coming up to battle 40. This is to bring us to 5 and 5, or 4 and 6. We've got Inteleon, Drampa, Grimmsnarl, Excadrill, Chandelure, and Silvally. Is that thing's name? Okay. Okay, what do we got? Lapras looks great. Like, super great. I think Lapras Excadrill is probably the pick here. Chandelure doesn't look all that strong. Actually think Sylveon looks pretty good, bar the Excadrill. Suppose Conkeldur's got. I think Drampa's a normal type too, so Conkeldurr gets like fighting moves against it. But if we can remove that Excadrill from the equation, or if it's not in the equation at all, then this game might look okay, but that opposing Excadrill is the major threat. It appears. Well, I say it's the major threat. It looks like the major threat to Sylveon. So out comes the Silvally, and out comes Inteleon. Okay. So, I don't think that Silvally is going to explode itself. But because if it explodes itself, it comes in, yeah, I don't think it does that. Water, oh, they're using the pledges, okay. Grass Pledge comes out. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Should have protected. Should have protected. Oof. Swamp envelops the team. Why didn't I see that coming? I've seen this before. Okay. We're in a little bit of a pickle. The problem is Excadrill kind of gets popped by that Inteleon, I believe. If it's a super fast Inteleon. No, he's going for the pledge. Yeah, that'll just KO, for sure. There's nothing I can do about that. Silvally used Hyper Voice. He has his own Hyper Voice, okay. And we'll use our Hyper Voice and do a fair chunk of damage. Like, Swamp does damage to us here, right? Like, I'm fairly certain. Or does it just slow us down? Is that what Swamp does? It's in quick attack range. We might be able to come up with something here. Our opponent's still got a Dynamax though, which is a problem. That's a... This might be a quick loss and we might be able to get that three game video in that we need to. We'll see. It's in range, it's enough. So Hyper Voice comes out from the Silvally. And it does a little bit of damage to our Sylveon. And we see what they've got in the back. If it's anything like just anything bulky, we're in a lot of strife. It's an Excadrill. Okay, it's the Excadrill. That's not horrible. Okay. Because we still have our Sylveon, so we can quick attack the Lucha here. And we can get a Max Knuckle off into Silvally. I'd wager Lucha still speedier than these two, even in the swamp. Once we get our, so they're not Dynamaxing because we're the fastest. We haven't procced our policy yet, but we know that Excadrill, that Excadrill may not be sashed. If it isn't sashed, gee, we might be able to somehow pull this out with Jeff Birdie. There goes the Iron Head. It's Life Orb. Ice Beam comes out. Oh, gee! They're still faster than us, that's unreal. And this Max Knuckle's going to come down and through the berry we're still going to get the KO, so that's not horrible. I don't know how long Swamp lasts for. I need to check that. There you go. Swamp around has disappeared, so now we're the fastest. So it turns out, no, well, a Max Guard probably wouldn't have done it. But that's a Dramper. The effects of the weather disappeared. So that Dramper, I'd wager, is going to be able to KO us with a Dynamax move here. We will Max Knuckle the Excadrill. So we're going to be faster than that Dramper. I honestly, actually, it should have been a Max Knuckle into the Dramper. Try and KO that, because we are at +3. Because the Excadrill Rock Slide might not KO us, but a Dramper max anything will. Okay. Good. At the same time, I think we might need +4 to be able to KO the thing. So we are not bulky. Down goes the Excadrill. But yeah, it definitely turns out a Protect was the better play last turn when but we couldn't Protect. Phantasm's going to come out and do the last little bit of damage that needs to be done. So the Pledges come out. Yeah. There we go. That was it's a little bit of cheese, or a strat that I've seen before and forgot about, because I've seen it a few times, but I forgot about it, and there you go, it popped up here. So we'll keep going and make this one the third video, the third 3-game. We'll make this one a 3-game video, and we've gone down to 4 wins and 6 losses here. So we're at 24 and 16 at the moment, with another 5 games to go, I believe. Yeah. Okie dokie, so we have got Dragapult, Arcanine, Tyranitar, Whimsicott, Corviknight, and Gastrodon. So I think Excadrill Lapras looks decent, and then Yep, Sylveon Lucha. So hopefully we can pull ourselves out of the negative by the end of the day. Hopefully we don't go negative for our third day. Okay, so we got Tyranitar and we've got Whimsicott here. So Sandstream comes in. So the thing we got to worry about here is it's going to be a there's going to be a Tailwind. If the Tyranitar just decides to go our Excadrill, we're definitely in a bad way. But it's kind of why we bought Sylveon. Like, don't get me wrong, Conkeldurr wouldn't be horrible in this situation, but like, Sylveon's just as good, but we may be going into a bit of a worst case scenario though, where we proc the Tyranitars. Nope, no Dynamax coming out, so that's not horrible. We might... Tailwind comes out. So the T-Tar is going to Dragon Dance. Okay. So hopefully this Earthquake can just KO this T-Tar. Not enough. Okay. No, he doesn't protect T-Tar here, I don't think. Like, I mean, he could. But if the Excadrill, like, yeah, one or two. See, Dynamaxes the T-Tar, so he's definitely targeting down that Excadrill, I think. If he doesn't, it's his demise. So he's going to attempt to target down the Excadrill, and the Whimsicott might even have an Energy Ball to take a shot at our Lapras. So I maybe should have Hydro Pumped with Lapras, but Encore's coming out from the... Oh, gee. That's just mean. I hate that so much. That's not fair. That's not fair. I have to protect. Come on, man. I have to protect Encore for 3 turns. So here's the thing though. Because I have to protect Encore for 3 turns, he knows I'm protecting this turn. And he also knows that I'm, like... So he probably targets down that Sylveon slot, you'd think. Because he knows the Lapras has to protect. Unless, of course, I Dynamax the Lapras, right? That's what we do. Encore doesn't work on Dynamax Pokemon. Rockfall comes out into the Sylveon slot. Which takes a little chunk of damage. The Geyser comes out into Titar. Now we're looking at Dragapult. Okay. Fair enough. Go for a Hyper Voice and a Resonance onto the Whimsicott. Because, like, you know what I think happens here? Like, the Whimsicott does have a Grass move, which is, like, you might not want to use it on our Lapras here, but because they might be scared of the weakness policy, but like fingers crossed, right? Like, I'd say that Dragapult like Phantom Forces. If it doesn't Phantom Force. Oh yeah, that happens, doesn't it? Of course. Yeah, Encore happens, but Draco Meteor comes out into the Lapras slot. That's painful. The Res is going to come up and KO. So it might be a special Dragapult, but did that just did it say Lapras's Encore has ended or Sylveon's Encore has ended? I'm fairly certain it would have been the Lapras's, right? Yep, it was the Lapras's Encore. So if we protect here with Sylveon and Lapras. I think we need to... Gee, what do we do with Sylveon? What do we do with Sylveon? Do we switch it out? I think we do. I think we switch it out this time. And we go for the res into the Dragapult. Hope that it doesn't have Phantom Force. Yep, has a Shadow Ball, so it's not enough. So we get the res off into the Dragapult, so that... Gee, we might be clutching this one out here after throwing a temper tantrum at getting encored. The Earth Power comes out and it doesn't affect Hawlucha. Jeff Birdie, too strong for the Earth Power. Don't care about your Earth Power. I have Bird Power. The battle was cancelled there. And we'll take a win and bring us up to 5-6, I believe, for the day. So, not a bad episode. Of the IC, you know, 2 wins, 2 losses and a win. So we'll call it there, guys, because that's half an hour. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.